Okay. Let's see how long it takes for this to load. Okay, go ahead and there we go. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to get my cord actually for my phone. That's probably a smart idea. That's great. I gotta flip this around quick. That's good. That needs to be fixed. Okay. There we go. It's not gonna want to stay like this, but there we go. I'll give everyone a second. I think this is the right save. Let's check if this is the right save real quick. Could never honestly tell. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Check to see if there's fairings. Yeah. Anyway, I'll wait a couple more minutes before we start. Actually, you know, you know, it's gonna take me a long time to actually, build a good station. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I'm just gonna build a space station. That's what I want to get to in today's video or today's stream. So that's what I want to get. So that's what we're gonna do. Keep having to check that. I don't really know how I'm gonna build this station because I don't really have many. This is like the only part that I have, or this, which is not great. We're not going to take the base 3. We're going to want scientist, engineer, we're going to need a pilot. We'll just take the... Yeah, we'll just take the bigger one, honestly. Just to make things easier. Let's take the bigger one instead. Scientist, engineer, pilot. And then we need... There's a couple things that we need. Build like an escape pod, honestly. I've yet to find a use for having it like that. is this thing? Or I don't have anything that could legitimately I could put in here. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Kind of like that, honestly. Okay. We're gonna need a specific fuel tank, which is going to have to be this one. Just to do a quick test. I'll just do a cryo liquid hydrogen. Liquid hydrogen. Okay. So I think I figured out why we need that like specific fuel tank. Just realized that's in shot. Would that not be in shot? Oh, fine. Okay. Move that back a little bit. So what I think it's for. So I think let me just. Okay, and then just. Yeah, I think. What exactly did this prove? Nothing. Okay, give me one second. Let me put on some solar panels because I'm pretty sure it needs electric charge for this. Okay, put some. Okay, we're gonna test my theory real quick. Okay. 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 So. Okay, this makes sense. If I'm not giving y'all a seizure, this makes sense. So. The reason why I need this is because. Okay, let me stop that because that's hurting my eyes. So the reason why I need this fuel tank is because if I don't have this fuel tank, it'll bleed off. Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. We gotta. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting. Okay. Now that I figured that out, let's actually build a decently good little station. In reality, there is absolutely no reason to have it like this because actually I need to start with there's absolutely no reason to have it like this because if I just use a normal or like there's no reason to have an escape pod, right? Because in reality, what are they gonna use the escape pod for? Like there's nothing that's actually gonna happen that they're gonna need an escape pod. So you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. What engine should it be? Huh. So it's... So what I've gathered is this engine is horrible. Oh. Okay. That's too big. What engine are you? Hydrogen? Okay. Yeah, this honestly probably could work. If I just... Engine plate. I just made it just a bit... stronger. Just a bit. Not much. Just a bit. Yeah. And then just add a couple of these. Yeah. Okay. Then we need a decoupler. That's a big decoupler. Short. Okay, there we go. Make it orange for... Yeah, that looks weird. Okay, so let's see here. What station core do I want to go with? I could go with the pier, but I kind of want an engineer on board. And a somewhat decent amount of space. I don't really have a use. I'm going to be honest with you, there's no use for me having a space station. I don't have, like, a science bay or anything that would actually make this useful, so... Or even a docking port, now that I'm looking at it. So, I don't know, I'm just kind of doing it to do it. I'm gonna... just go with the pier, honestly. Go with the pier and just add one of those on there. There we go. Just a small little station that can stay in orbit. With a couple of solar panels and science equipment. Just all the basic stuff. Which I'm very sure I already have all this science, so it literally won't be any use to me other than just looking cool, so. And then when I get all the science, I'll just like, okay, there we go. So that's it all right there. Actually, I need one more thing. And it's going to be over here. Payload. This. Open. Structural. There we go. Then batteries. Just throwing a bunch of batteries into there. Close it. And then add solar panels on top of that. Okay, this is a very simple station. Just honestly, it's practically just a satellite at this point. Just a relay satellite. If I'm going to be honest with you. But just easier to control. So, I mean, it'll do. So, whatever that's worth. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's it, honestly. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Can I put a probe core? No? No? Ah, okay. You never know when you need an extra battery or two. Or a couple solar panels. Okay, so let me look. We obviously don't want to send up the main three, so we'll send it scientist, an engineer, and a pilot. Okay, that's good. And then, yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, what I'll do is I'll send Valentina, and she'll collect all the science. She'll collect all the science and all that, and then she'll take the escape pod back. And stranding the crew on the station forever. I'm so generous. These Kerbals will thank me for the generosity I'll give them. Gotta give them some lights, you know. They're gonna be in space. They gotta have some lights. Always gotta have lights. If they don't have lights, how are they just gonna see how I left them in space permanently, and I'm never coming back to get them? The only person I'm actually coming back to get is Jebediah, that I still haven't done, by the way. Let's see. How does this look? Okay, this is good. Okay. Now, what I need is... I think that's good, honestly. Looks good to me. And then for this, I'll just throw in a small reaction wheel. Because this thing does not have any reaction wheels and it gets on my nerves every single time. Okay, so just go ahead and actually move these to there. Yep, that'll do. And then now we gotta actually build a rocket. C4 taste test one. Let's throw on the stack. Sorry. Is that connected to... That's not connected to... Okay. Let me do that real quick so it's not connecting to that. That's kind of a... Okay. Just in case, I'm just going to turn on auto stress. Because I can't tell what that's connected to. I really don't want to take a chance with that, so I'm just going to throw on some auto stress right there. Just in case, just in case. I do in fact realize this is a very unrealistic fairing, but I don't really have much anything better, so. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, go ahead and use these What engine should I use? $85, $25, $60, $100, $120, $55, $240, swivel, $215, $40, $250. Yeah, it's always nice. There we go. That will hold. This thing have swivel? Can't remember if this thing has swivel or not. I think it does. I think so. That's... There we go. Nope, that's still not the right decoupler. There we go. And the way the shroud works does not make sense because for a technically way bigger engine. Disabled. There we go. Okay, I guess that kind of works. It looks stupid, but it works. I think I eat styrofoam cups usually daily. It's usually like a daily snack, honestly. Usually a daily snack. Okay, so this, I'm going to need the strongest engine. I forgot what type it is, because I remember it's not a base game type. It's a... Yeah. It's a... liquid hydrogen. Okay, there we go. So... 47 for staggering 56 seconds. That'll do. 0.98. This is gonna be technically at altitude, yeah. That'll honestly, that'll be pretty high, so I think it'll be fine, honestly. When you think about it, like, the way I design my rockets are really stupid, but they end up working in my favor usually, because, like, I usually design them with an extortionate amount of delta V, because why not? Like, so, yeah. Let me see here. What's the fuel tank I'm looking for? The fuel tank. Here we are. The Russian style fuel tank. Again, this is about to be really stupid the way I'm about to do this. And it's going to make absolutely 0 sense. That's wrong. Nope. Okay, bring this down some, and then we'll extend back out. Where's the... There we go. Into another 3 of these. Okay, so this technically needs hydrogen. Hydrogen. and then we'll... Actually, we need to bring this down some. So, let's find ourselves... Nope. Yep. 1.39. Okay. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. We gotta bring this... 44 seconds at 0.92. Is this? No, it's not. That kind of adds up. Okay, there we go. 1.46 at 93 seconds. Okay. That's good-ish. That'll do, anyway. This will... Okay, let me just take that off, flip this over, slap that there, slap the engines right there. Ooh, it needs to go down some more. Slap that there, slap the 3 engines on. Ooh, we can have some more! I don't understand the change of heart, but... 0.96. This isn't in vacuum, right? Okay. So what we'll do, we'll take that, and then we'll add, like... Where is it? Nope. Nope. Where is it? Nope. It's really hard to tell the size of these things. See? Like, it's really hard to tell, because I can't tell what's the fuel tank I'm looking for. Let's just go with this, honestly. Just go with this to add just a bit of fuel. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted. And it looks stupid, too. Look at this. This absolutely perfect looking rocket. Look how perfect it looks. Okay, I gotta actually... Let me go ahead and turn on auto strut for this. For the parts that are really gonna need it, I'm just gonna turn on auto strut every once in a while through here. You're definitely gonna need auto strut. Don't forget that. And of course that. Almost everything in this rocket's gonna need auto strut. Especially when we get out to the stupider part. The solid rocket boosters. If you thought those were the rocket boosters, you've got another thing coming. It's actually even worse. Nope, that's not right. Nope. Where is it? Did they just get mad at me for... Oh, there it is. Okay. That's how it goes. Just slap that. Oh, the wrong thing. Okay. This piece has Separatrons built into it. So, I have an idea. And it's a really stupid idea. It's the only part, because I don't have Separatrons yet, which I need Separatrons, because these boosters are really annoying when it comes to that type of stuff. Or like slamming into the rocket. It's really bad about doing that. So, I'm just gonna ignore it at first, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna have to fix it in a really stupid way. So I'm gonna actually I need to turn on auto strut for this. Even though this thing already has auto strut on, I'm also gonna take some struts and throw some struts on here because it's gonna need it. There we go. You see what I'm talking? Like, it's very extremely close right here. And that's going to be what's about to be its downfall. So, I'm gonna actually move this down some. Like, a lot, actually. Like, really a lot. And it's still gonna slam to the side, I think. I think it might. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I also need to move this thing up because it's clipping into the ground as well. So. Gotta see if, because it's not supposed to actually go this high, so I gotta figure out, like, I gotta do stupid things like this to bring it up. And then on top of that, this thing's definitely gonna need launch clamps, so just look at it. I mean, it might, honestly, the solid rocket boosters are even, and since they're, like, strutted up in this stupidly weird way, they honestly should be fine now that I look at it. I definitely should have used this decoupler instead of the one I used, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So. Okay. We're about to see how bad this is about to go. Because it's about to be pretty bad, I can tell you that much. Okay, just turn on SAS real quick. Check out my Kerbals. Valentina. Definitely needs a center seat because she's the only one in there. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay. This is a weird orientation to have this in, but whatever. Huh. Anyway. Ooh. There's a little ladder. Okay. It's not what I meant to do, but it'll work. I feel like that's kind of quiet. Let me change that. That's a bit better. That's better. Let me just reset this thing over here, because every once in a while it gets off. Okay. Hopefully, these solid rocket boosters will get us... Wait, what is this? Wait. I don't remember making this. I honestly don't. I don't think I can switch to it while I'm in atmosphere, though. This thing looks so stupid. This thing looks so stupid. Ugh. You know, I could just eject this thing into deep space. I know I'm not doing a gravity turn, but I just don't feel like it. I know how inefficient that actually is, but just, I don't feel like it. And I honestly don't know how to, either. That's another thing. Okay, the things actually survived that, somehow. Or the boosters did. Okay, let's see if I can... Okay, the boosters finally hit the ground. It does actually kind of look like a rocket launcher missile. Yeah, now that I look at it, you're actually kind of right, especially with the tapered head and all that. Oh, that other fire, that other booster friendly hit the ground. Sorry, I'm sick, by the way. Why I kind of sound like this, but yeah. I mean, can't remember if this is the drink I just got or if this is the drink that's been sitting on my desk. I'm not gonna take. I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna take the chance. It's the drink that's been sitting on my desk. That's great. Yeah, Old Sprite has a taste to it, like a weird taste. Like Sprite that's sat out. I know, like when it becomes decarbonated, but like even when it becomes decarbonated, it still tastes different. Like, yeah, like even though I understand it's decarbonated, so it's gonna taste different. But it tastes really weird in comparison to like how it would normally taste. There we go. There we go. What's that? Apoapsis. It's pretty good, honestly. Pretty good Apoapsis. I kind of want to see what this thing is, honestly. It's gonna crash into the atmosphere, but I want to see what it is first. What? Huh? What did I make this? Anyway, I don't remember making this. Well, I need to switch back to this other one before it uh, directly goes into the ground. So, this thing's paused. Let me make sure that's not paused. After this, I'm probably gonna change the stream up and do some rivals, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of KSP recently. So, I feel like it's only right to do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do a little bit. I gotta get the station out. Let's see here. Make sure this is good. Just a quick heads up. I'm using an iPad as like, well, you can kind of actually see it. I'm using an iPad as like, how I'm checking the stream, so it might just take me a second on top of stream delay before I say anything about like your comments and stuff. So just keep that in mind. Am I in orbit? Almost. I can go ahead and deploy this fire. Okay, so let's get a pretty high apoapsis. Space frogs do in fact eat styrofoam cups. That's why they last so long. It's like it takes them so long to digest the cups. We can just leave them in space for years, and they're never hungry. They have to eat one half of a cup a year. That saves a lot of money. That saves a lot of money. Okay, what's this periapsis? Okay. You know what? Actually, let me just take this thing to the mun. I'm just gonna wait out a mun encounter because I just saw that I could get one, so we're just gonna wait it out. See? See, it didn't take that long. See? Okay. We're gonna circularize around the mun, just get ourselves a little science from this. I understand this thing is extremely capable enough to actually land on the mun, but you know. Retrograde. Okay, so 38,000, 48,000. Let me see this next orbit. Okay, we're gonna time warp to here. I cannot time warp that far. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, I can just time warp there. Okay, just. Just wait for it to do its... Oh, I forgot. Don't I have a satellite on this thing? There's definitely a satellite on this thing. Just to clarify, we're not losing any fuel, are we? Oh, yes, we are, and it's really bad. This is solid rocket fuel, so it's not going to lose any, but this is losing a ton of fuel. That is not great. But I really need this mun encounter, so. See how bad it is, how much we're losing. Okay, so, yeah, time warp to periapsis, or almost periapsis. Get a really, really tight mun orbit. Yeah, I mean, like, there's... I mean, they eat other things than just styrofoam cups, but, like, they've made, styrofoam, ice cream. It's a very good delicacy there. Oh, wait, okay. You can just land this, honestly. There's not... I'm gonna get a really, really tight orbit, honestly. Because there's no landing legs on this, so... We're just not gonna do that. But... since the mun has no atmosphere, we can just have the most really dangerous orbit there is. At a 13,000 meter... This is dangerous. I don't know what... It's not like that close, but it's pretty close. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we gotta pull in the other side. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no. I think it's clipping. I think it is, honestly. $4,000. You know. Okay. Okay. 10,000 looks good. I can't see any clipping with our line and okay. We look good, I think. I think this is good. I think this is good. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm not for sure on that, I am going to go ahead and drop that. Which decoupler is that? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop that and go ahead and do the science because I really don't want to test it. Okay. I did not check my staging before this, so I really hope this works. Okay. Because Valentina has to survive this. That's the thing, is Valentina has to survive. These other ones don't really have to survive that much. Or that badly. Go ahead and extend these. This gives us also a relay up here at the bottom, so that will help us for future missions. Okay, so we now need to take all the science, collect all the science, and that's good. And go ahead and let's see here. Okay, we're good. I was honestly planning on staying for longer, but I really don't want to test if that orbit's actually going to stay the same for long. I'm going to actually warp to Apoapsis because Apoapsis is a place we actually have to be. And I also realized this thing does not have any batteries on it, so... Ooh, this thing is kind of laggy. Okay, we escaped. That's all that matters. Okay, the station survived. Somehow. It somehow survived. I'll check in on that here in a minute. Yeah, we're losing some fuel, but it's not that bad. So we need to pull in our periapsis pretty far, but we need it to be kind of flat. We don't need to be like in too close, because if we're in too close, that's too high. Because this thing does not have that much ablator that will keep the thing from exploding. So So we need to be like I would say that's good, honestly. And then we'll burn when we actually get there, so we don't burn up. Retrograde. Okay. Okay, we're now out of fuel, so we're just gonna see where this can get us. Okay, we can drop that now. Okay. Probably about to... We're dropping. So... We're gonna enter... I can't really tell where we're gonna enter the atmosphere. Don't worry. Uh, I am not good either. Okay? I want to be clear. This is the first time I've gotten to the mon in the save file. Okay? That is... I don't understand how people do this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I barely know much about this game. Especially now that there's mods that I put on. The mods are really making this hard for me to understand. Okay. We're starting to come into the atmosphere. So. Just do this. Ooh. Spinning technique works really well. Turn this. Yeah, I forgot about the spinning technique. But that's kind of a legal move. We don't pull legal moves here. Valentina, how you doing? How you doing, Valentina? How you doing? Okay. Got basic gravity. Like, not much gravity, just kind of a little bit. Oh! I went outside at the wrong time. I think. I think I started to go out. It's strictly styrofoam cups. They don't eat styrofoam plates, no. But yeah, don't worry. This is... I really don't know much about the game. Okay, there we go. I feel like there's no sound, like, at all. I really feel like there's no sound. Is that just me? Am I just deaf? We're about to start actually entering the atmosphere here in a second, so... Or like the thicker part of the atmosphere. Forgot to do a crew report. Are you kidding me? There's still a crew over there, now that I actually think about it. Okay, we're doing good. We're starting to actually get into the atmosphere. We're not losing any ablator, or just a little bit. This would be a pretty crazy carnival ride, honestly. How's Valentina doing? Always gotta. How's Valentina doing? She's doing good. She's doing good. Okay. Okay. We're starting to get into the atmosphere. When I wouldn't be lying to you if I said that I'm not a little bit scared. Looks like we're gonna land in the water. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're not losing any ablator, and it's still on top of that. Not even. We're not even. We're about to be under 1,000 meters a second, so we're good. We're good. We're doing good. We're landing. We're getting surprisingly close. I feel like we're going quite far. I don't know what's hitting the ground, but whatever. I don't like not knowing what's hitting the ground. Is this space station okay? Is the station okay? That's what matters. Is the station okay? I don't see an orbit line. Is that just me? I can't tell if that's just me. But there's no orbit line. I'll look at it here in a second. That just honestly, that's probably just the uh that's probably just the boosters. The boosters. That's probably what it is. Probably what it is. The boosters are just finally crashing down. Hopefully. Okay. It's starting to actually land, so that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Okay. Okay. We're looking good. Let's see here. Oh no. Oh no. The game's about to crash, I think. Wait. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Sometimes the game just kind of crashes on me. Sometimes. Left alt. I can't pick up the fire extinguisher. Are you kidding me? I can pick up. Ah, can't pick up the fire extinguisher. Okay. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. About to land. Oh wait, I forgot to deploy the parachute. Oh wait a second. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We gotta do that again. Okay. Uh. Why can't I revert the flight? Oh no. That's not good. I think Valentine is dead. What do we do about that? We're just gonna go look at something real quick. Just gonna go look at something. Just real quick. Just real quick. Let's see here. We need. Oh wow, it's. Oh wow. Valentina's back. Yeah. Yeah. Valentina's back. I seriously don't actually know what to do. Uh Satellite 2. Nope. Nope. Debris. Recover. It's gonna be middle of the ocean. Debris. No. More than likely. This is gonna take a while. This is it. Okay, this could be it. Okay, we're gonna see if this is it, because that also had the science on it, too. We need the science. If Valentina is dead, we at least need the science from it. I hate that. What is this? Oh, it's the... Oh. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's the... Oh, That's the... Oh. Okay. Well. That was the reaction wheels on top of the... On top of the ship. That's just great. What could that actually legitimately be? I don't know what that could be under that. What is that noise? What? Let's switch to it. Okay. So how many mods do I have installed? Let me actually I had to actually look at it in Discord because I sent it to someone. By the way, go look at the Discord server because we have a Discord server. It's under my community tab and join it. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14, which isn't a lot, but it's a little bit. That's also probably not all of them. That's just like most of them, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we gotta find that other piece of debris. Ocean. Nope, that's not it. Should be untitled. Untitled. Should be an untitled debris in the ocean. Nope. Super debris. Super debris. What? I have no clue. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Let me look at the spaceship. Or at the... Luckily... Yeah, I only have 14. I should honestly install more. I just haven't yet. You know, the interesting thing about what I said is I said I wanted Valentina to survive. But Valentina was the only one that didn't. So, yeah. Take that how you will. Let me go ahead and actually... Oh wait, what did I just do? Okay, we're good. We're good. Sit back down real quick. Okay. There is technically... Something good technically did kind of come out of this. We did get... Okay, let me see this actually. Oh yeah, I forgot. I could just... So, we did technically get something good out of this, because we now have communication dish in low Mun orbit, which will... Yeah, my game takes about, like, 5 minutes for it to load. It's not that long, but it takes a minute. And I really don't like it. But it works, as much as I hate it, sometimes. So, okay, we're gonna have to actually, okay, skip around to about... So we're in the sunlight. Okay. The scientist is still on board, so this is how we're gonna get a bunch of, or a decent amount of science real quick. Go EVA. This is really hard to control. Why? Where'd the ship go? Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm actually going to hold this ship. Okay, wait, let me... Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna hold the ship. Ooh, he needs to move to... oh no. Board! Board! No! No! Ah! There's no one on the station! They're both in space! He's flying away! How does this happen? Okay. Okay, I need to get him on board first. Board. Okay. Okay, okay. Enter seat. Buckled. Normal. Okay. Move it to normal so it keeps the same position. And then... Okay. Then we need to fly back. Look at an EVA airport. Isn't that a beautiful shot right there? Okay, that's the crew hatch we're aiming for. Board. The reason why it's doing that, by the way, is because the way it's set up, there's a decoupler. Pretty sure that... Yeah, it's a decoupler that's still on there that won't go away. I'm pretty sure we're about to run out of... Okay, let me see if I can get this thing in a better orientation. Radial in probably would work. Yeah. Okay. Now that we're in a decently good orientation that will keep us safe. What we're now gonna do is we're now about to have fun and go and get a lander built. gonna just use the same rocket, honestly, because I don't really feel like using a different rocket. We have a lot of science, actually. Why is this? Okay, we're gonna wait till this is day real quick, so I can see. Okay. Space exploration. That looks like something that would be useful. But okay. Or we could... That would be pretty nice. Logistics, hydroponics. Ooh, that would be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice, just saying. It'd be kind of nice having that. Okay. So we gotta actually choose what we want, because we could go with... So where's the science? Okay, I figured out what I'm doing. I'm gonna go with space exploration, so I can get advanced exploration, so I can get to the science lab. Or... Wait, what? Where is it? Where's the science lab? Did I not just see it? Am I insane? What? Wait, what? What just happened? I'm not insane. I just saw the... Yeah, here it is. Yeah. The mobile processor. Yeah. So all we need... So we need to get a lot of science. So... We're about to take this thing into space. Oh, all of the mods I have are CCAM. All, like, literally all of them are CCAM. Yes, it is in fact Hearts of Iron 4. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Do we get a new... Oh, we're gonna do that. Okay. So, we need a lander. And we're gonna build one. If you could not tell by the way I said that. Do we have any... You know... Is a rover technically a lander, or is a lander technically a rover? That's a better question. Because this is about to be the best this is about to be the best lander you've ever seen. Okay. But actually, though, we're going to... let me see. It shouldn't take that long to do, right? Like... Like, one of these. How we wait, what new engines do we got? What new engines do we got? Nothing? Nothing interesting? Okay. I can deal with that. This is a... You know... As much as I would like to do that, I feel like there's definitely something funnier I can do. Right? Nature Science Lab. What is this? Another science unit. Oh, okay. So, it appears we're going to do some science. Real quick. I'm hoping this is just going to be like a mini science lab, maybe. But I think it's just going to be another thing of science. Or another type of science. But, the good part about being another type of science is because that means we can get a lot of science very quickly. Why is this night? How is Valentina alive? Wait, what? Valentina's alive. What? Wait. Valentina's alive. We all saw her die, right? Like, I'm not joking. Wait. Am I insane? What? What? Valentina should be dead. She should be dead on the surface of Kerbin. She crashed into the land like at 100 miles an hour because I didn't open the parachute in time. Am I insane? Wait. Okay, it's just a game. I don't know what about it. It's not that big of a deal. I need scientists for this. I need to put 2 scientists into it for it to actually work. So. You know, I think I'm gonna strand some scientists onto onto. Okay, I have an idea. Valentina might live from this. Just might. Okay. So, first off, we're gonna need, of course, Valentina, because she comes back to life. We're gonna need... We'll take an engineer, because engineers are cool. And for literally no other reason than that. And we're gonna put... Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna land a surface base on... Oh, they always respawn? Oh. Really? Oh, so I can just, like, kill Jeb, then. And he'll come back. Because he's been, like, stranded in orbit. And I've been meaning to come and get him, but, like, I just haven't. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway. We're gonna do another thing kind of like how we did in the first place. We're going to take this, add you. We're gonna do what we did, but just a bit different. We need, okay. We're gonna use a liquid fuel engine, or like a stock engine, because the normal fuel does not decay, but the other fuel does. So we just kind of it makes it a lot easier, because I don't have to worry about it decaying. But if I use the other fuel, I would have to worry about that. Okay. Okay. So I could just... So, okay, let me... Yeah, because I would like to really have Jeb around. Jeb's a cool guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really cool when you have Jeb fly in the plane. When you have Jeb fly in the plane, you have Jeb fly in the plane. And when Jeb's flying the plane, you know something interesting is going to happen. But Valentina's interesting, but like, she don't give off the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so you're saying that if I kill Jed, because he's currently in Long John. Here it is. Here we are. Here's Long John. So if I just terminate Jed, he'll be fine. Also, thank you for catching the stream again. Thank you. So if Jeb dies in a horrible fire inside the cockpit, he will come back to life and remember everything that just happened. Is that what I'm understanding? Because he's here in orbit, just chilling in zero gravity for more than like 1,000 years at this point. Okay, so I'll just terminate him right now. Okay. Okay, tracking station. What's your solution? What's your solution? I could build a rocket, but I don't want to. So I just... I don't know how I feel murdering Jeb. Like, destroying his oxygen supply. I don't know how I feel about that. Takes time. So, okay. Uses EVA pack. Okay, we're gonna get Jeb back one way or another. So instead of terminating him, we're gonna use his EVA pack and see if he can, you know, maybe might be able to get back. But don't the EVA packs have like a limited amount of fuel? Or am I just insane? I think. Uh. Take the data. Oh, this legitimately works. Okay. Yeah, probably best if I don't terminate him, but we're gonna see if I can, like, maybe be able to get Jeb to... Oh, wait. Oh, his orbit already changed really fast. That makes things easy. I didn't think it was gonna be this easy. Okay. Okay, we gotta just go in a direction that... The sun's kind of in his eyes. Let me lower his visor for safety protocol. Jeb, this only you could do a backflip. Like, literally only you would ever do a backflip while trying to get yourself to survive. What? Okay, what? That's 20,000 periapsis. Do you think he'll survive that? Do you think he's gonna survive a 20,000 periapsis? Because I feel like that's kind of sharp, honestly. That's a pretty sharp entry for just Jeb. Or do you think he's gonna survive that? I'm gonna raise his apoapsis. Okay. Why does he keep doing that? What is going on? 43. Okay. Okay. That's a 30. We're gonna go with a... Make him spin? Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with a 40. Actually, let's try and go with... Let's see if we can do a 50. Let's see about 50. I feel like 50 would be a good number. If anything. I didn't know these EVA packs were this strong, honestly. I really did not think these EVA packs were this strong. Okay. We're gonna... Okay, let's see here. What is the... 32? It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Now start spinning. Okay. He's not really spinning fast. Oh. 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 Uh. Uh. Oh. We're going back to the tracking station. We'll go back to the tracking station. He'll be fine. He'll be back. He'll be back. Okay. Anyway. He'll be fine, right? Yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back. Yeah, he'll come back. He's Jeb. He'll come back. Okay, so what I actually need to do is actually get a science lab real quick. Ooh, okay, so I actually have surface-based stuff now, don't I? Hydroponics module. I have surface-based stuff and, like, actual habitation modules. Yeah, so I have, like, actual stuff. Okay. Service airlight. Oh, wait. This is actually really good. This is actually really good. Because this is a, wait, open. Isn't this a... Pretty sure. Some of these are... Okay. Habitation module. Dawn habitation module. What is this? Utility module. What is a utility? Okay. That's not important. Habitation, utility. And then what we need is we need the science. That's not the same size. Okay. 2 hours. Okay, let me go check. Actually, let me see. I'll check here in a second. But I need to go ahead and design our what's going to be landing on the Mun and never returning because I don't feel like it. It's gonna land on this sideways because what way should the... Oh, this is a space station module, isn't this? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh wait, this is not gonna work sideways. Oh no. Wait, did that just... Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna start over real quick. So what are we gonna land there with? We're gonna land with a... What's gonna be commanding is gonna be a basic, simple, light command pod with a... Actually, no, we're gonna go with the rover because rovers are cool. The rover style, and then we'll take a... Okay, let's go over here to the free IVA parts. Habitation module, always good. Yeah, I feel like this really isn't the right core for... Okay. We'll go with the pier. And then we'll go with the star utility module. Sunrise habitational module. And then we'll go with a... We're gonna need an adapter. Yeah, there we go. There's the adapter. And then we're going to need a... Oh, I have a hitchhiker. I just realized I had the hitchhiker. This is really gonna be a pain. Okay. Okay, let's start over. Okay. This is gonna take forever. Okay, what do I want? Okay, we're gonna... Oh my gosh, it doesn't fit! Oh, gosh. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. This thing is gonna take forever to get a actual adapter for. Where are the adapters? Okay. Nope. 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 Gosh. There we go, finally, we have the right adapter. Okay, so into the hitchhiker. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. By the way, this is just a habitation module. This thing doesn't even have anything. There's no purpose to this thing. And then it's just cool. Just do straight. Okay, since this is a hitchhiker, we can actually put a ton of stuff in it, so we're gonna land with the hitchhiker. The hitchhiker is gonna be what touches down first, I think. Add a couple of spotlights. Make it blink red. Okay. Yeah, make it the lowest it can go. Make it white. Okay. What is this going to go into? Well, we need... Okay, so this is a habitation module, right? So, yeah, this can hold a lot. So, we already need 2 scientists. We're going to take an engineer because... Well, we need an engineer because... we just need one because we need to set up, like, solar panels and stuff like that. We're also going to need... pilot, but the pilot's gonna have its own place. This is probably gonna be really over-engineered. This is gonna be the area where the pilot's gonna be, but we need the science thing, and also all the science equipment. There we go. So there. This thing's going to have to land directly up, I think. Honestly, this thing's gonna be really much. This thing's gonna be a pain to land. Oh, great. Okay. There we go, so it's actually lined up properly. I'm gonna test the ladder here in a second to make sure the ladder works. I know that you just used EVA pack, but I just want to make sure it works, just because it looks cool. Okay. Anyway. Okay, there's a couple things this thing's gonna need. First, basic communication. It's going to need that. Honestly, we could probably just go with a more standard, smaller antenna because we don't actually need a bigger one. Because we already have a relay. I could make it look like a giant lava lamp. That's a great idea. This thing's going to need, first off, especially while we're trying to land this thing's definitely going to need a bunch of... Which one's the biggest RCS blocks? Which one is the biggest? Pressure tolerance 50. I assume this one's the biggest. Actually, I can just place these things down, can I? Just to look at them. These two look. I'm just gonna use these. That thing's tiny. Okay, make sure they don't cover the ladder. That on there. Does this thing have monopropellant? No, it does not. Okay. then we'll add monopropellant. That's another thing that this thing's gonna need. It's gonna need monopropellant and a bunch of it. Because I really do not want to deal with not having monopropellant. We'll just... Yeah, that's enough monopropellant. That's a lot of monopropellant, honestly. Okay, we're gonna... There's a couple things that we're gonna need. So, obviously, we need every single piece of science in the game. The barometer. We're going to need the washing machine. As much as I would like not to have the washing machine, we're gonna need it. Okay, and then now we're gonna actually have to decide how we want this thing to sit. Because we could either have it on its side or have it land upright. Honestly, just having it upright sounds fine with me. So we'll just add a bunch of these. I just realized something. This thing doesn't actually have, like... This thing is going to need, like, a somewhat small but good engine. So it can actually land. It's pretty important. Also, I just realized I've never used this science module. So we're going to actually take this thing off, test this thing real quick so I can get some quick science. See, because, like, honestly, we could get a decent amount of science from just sitting with this thing. Because I've never actually used it, so there's a lot of science to be had with this. Just... There we go. That way it's not protruding as much. Needs scientists. Pilot. Ooh. I should download that mod. I should definitely download the scaling mod. Okay, this thing's... First off, it's upside down. Second off... Okay. Start research. Oh wait, this thing's gonna need electric charge? Oh, great. Oh, okay, this is actually might be pretty good. This is an actual... Okay. Okay, first off... Okay. Okay. This is an actual science lab. Which is great because I wouldn't unlock a science lab until way later. Or at least I need like another 160. So, this is great. This thing's going into orbit right now. This thing's going up and fast. Okay. So I need to put on some solar panels. What's another thing we're gonna need? Batteries. We're gonna need batteries. Okay, we're also gonna need an adapter. passable. Oh wait, no, it doesn't need to be passable because, yeah. We're gonna make this thing the most simple thing possible, and we're just gonna make it a probe. Even though it's gonna be a manned vessel, it's still gonna be a probe. Because if it's a probe, then I can put it up there and then just... Since it already has batteries... It's another reason for the batteries. So... I also don't have to send a pilot with it, which is a great little thing that I'm going to do and abuse. Okay. EVA repair kit. Okay, that's good. So now what we need to do is now we need to get this thing into space. Oh, so the reason why... So I'm doing that... So what I'm doing is I'm switching it into mini screen mode every single time it loads, because I don't like the actual... Because sometimes it like makes all the icons and stuff smaller, because that's technically how PC is supposed to look. But it just... I don't like it, so I just always do that so it doesn't change it. So... Anyway. Okay. So what I'll do we have a, actually, I don't know if we have a big enough, we don't. We don't have a big enough, okay, so we're gonna need, what we'll do is we'll actually just be, we'll be a nice person, We're going to have the scientist board into the... I forgot, I don't actually have a heat shield big enough for this command pod. So I can't do that. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we could do this. Yeah, we could do this. Then do that. Then we can add a parachute to it. Need a small little fin. Could be a solid fin. The reason why I need to put fins on is so it doesn't actually face this way. This is too big of a fin. That's also too big of a fin. That's also too big of a fin. This will just have to do, if I'm going to be honest with you, because there's no other fin, really. What about the basic? Yeah, the basic will do. If I just use the basic, it'll work. We'll do 3, and do that. There we go. There we go. So now that that is done, we're going to now add a decoupler. And this is how the scientists will survive after they get into that. Okay. Now that that works, we're going to now make grab a big decoupler. Now we're about to launch this thing into space. the easy way. The easy way of doing this. What I mean by the easy way is this is about to be the stupidest rocket you're ever gonna see. There we go. Simple little fairing. Okay, there we go. Did I get a new... I did get a new fuel tank. I knew it looked weird. And this thing did not exist originally. So, to celebrate this, we need to find the adapter first. Where's the adapter? Where? Adapter. Please don't be like this. Nope. 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 Yes. Oh, this isn't a new fuel tank. This is the same fuel tank that I've been using. Okay, never mind then. Okay, this wasn't as cool as I thought it was. I just realized this thing doesn't actually have a way to deorbit itself, so it won't need the decoupler. So we'll throw on a Bobcat. Do I have a... I don't have a big enough engine plate, but it'll do. It'll work. It'll work. Hey. Okay, there we go. Now what we need to do is we now need to get another fuel tank. Turn off make sure the shroud is off. What's your opinion on cinnamon pancakes? I'm okay with them. Make sure they're long shrouds off. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. I probably just passed it. There it is. There's my big boy. My big boy. Okay, this thing has to be liquid hydrogen. .62 seconds. 99. Wait, I don't feel like it's going up enough. The changes of these. Okay, that staging's good. Two. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Okay. Now, what we need is, because this thing is going to need to get very high into the atmosphere. Very high. Because this thing's going to need to get a stable orbit, and yeah, it's not that big of a payload, but it's a decent sized payload. So yeah. I don't really know how long it's gonna take, but we're gonna see. Also, I'm pretty sure I took away the batteries, which is going to... I need to put the batteries back. Real quick. That's what I'm gonna do real quick. I just realized this thing turned off. I can't actually see what yellow is saying. There we go. Okay, now that I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I always forget that most of my viewers aren't actually US. Most of my viewers are surprisingly not. It always surprises me. I always forget, and like whenever I see like a comment saying like, for instance, ... just said that they were going to bed, and it's currently 5 here, or at least where I live. So it's very weird for me to hear people say that and be like, "It's not late? Whoa, are you all people old?" Like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always forget that my viewers aren't American. But, like, I'm just kind of used to it after a certain point. I travel a lot. Or at least a lot compared to most people. So, yeah. That's the wrong fuel tank type. So, I've seen a lot of different people. And I've seen like a lot of different places. So this is a very long-winded way of saying, like, I'm not like your typical, like, stereotypical American. For all my people that are from other countries. Because a lot of people are stupid. A lot of people. A lot more than I'd like to admit. $45. $129. Surprisingly. $116. Still, that's pretty good. That's gotta be it, right? 106. Okay, we're just gonna go with 106 because this thing is getting very long, like absurdly long, for honestly absolutely zero reason. So let's go ahead and add another set of. Are you kidding me? This thing went off again, so I can't check what y'all are saying. Should probably make sure that that's not on stream actually. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our large solid rocket boosters that are going to get us hopefully most of the way through the atmosphere. You know, I don't really want to, like, actually have to steer the craft. I'm gonna add 2 sets of solid rocket boosters. Maybe even 3, honestly. $158. $177. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Now what I need to do is I need to go through and add the or turn on auto strut. Sorry, I was blanked out for a second there because this thing's going to need it. Okay, that should be good. Can leave you. Take the scientist, take the scientist. Or at least. Then take a pilot. If I take a pilot, one of them is going to have to die. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take a pilot and a scientist. That's probably a smarter idea. Instead of taking both those scientists and a pilot. I hate how my thing's doing that. Let me. This thing's still better. There we go. I forgot I should have turned on my... I didn't really do my... actually, like, set up my typical setup today. That's great. That's just great. Okay, that means something was clipping. Go here to the... Okay. And that'll do, I think, honestly. I think that'll do. I think that'll hold. Probably. Hopefully. Is anyone actually watching the stream? Let me check. Nope. That was a good 5 seconds of that. That was a good 5 seconds of that. Probably should turn down the solid rocket boosters instead of like just leaving them at their max. It'll be fine. already starting to quiet down. You can turn on SAS now that I look at it. Imagine having to control the rocket from here. This is where you're controlling from. Oh, okay. We're just gonna hope this thing will hold until these solid rocket boosters run out. And it doesn't. It's not going to. Yep, that's what that means. At least the Kerbal survived. I just realized I left without the other Kerbal. Oh. I'm gonna turn these down, actually. 1.76, yeah, this thing's really overdone. $140. So you lower 70. $60.5. 60.5. That'll work. That should work, honestly. That should work. That should work. Okay. Let's see how bad the lag is for this. That is extremely laggy. It's not really that bad, it's just kind of weird how it, like, every single one of them, like, goes off at a separate time. It's starting to lead already.
it's when it like reaches too high of a speed, it starts to destroy itself. So the problem is, like, the fact is that the solid rocket boosters are just too powerful for their own good. When they start to get to like, when they start to actually run out of fuel, their thrust to weight ratio increases a lot. So that's the problem. And we're about to reach the 2 mark. Okay, we just reached 2 thrust TWR. Ooh, we just dropped. That's weird. Oh, I figured out why we just dropped. Is that fine? I don't feel like that's fine. Yeah, that's definitely not fine. Back to the drawing board, I think. Mate, well, actually, we'll just ride this one out. We'll ride this one out, honestly. If none if any of the other ones don't break, it should be fine, right? As long as it doesn't flip out, it just kind of stays on a uniform trajectory, it should be fine. Let's see if I can get anything interesting out of this. Okay. $140. I should realize these engines don't have. Okay, that's great. There's literally no way for this thing to be controlled at all, but whatever. Okay, don't get anything from that. Log, don't get anything from that. Okay. Uh, okay. Bring the scientist EVA report. Keep that so I can actually use it here in a second. Store it. I need to reset this. Oh wait. Okay, I need a board for a minute. I need a board so we can before we land. It's definitely gonna be the more dangerous part. Okay. So. Okay. Start research.
Okay. Good looking. Okay, we're not even at our apoapsis yet. So, what I'm gonna do is first get an EVA. Oh wait, we're falling and fast. Oh my gosh. Why are we falling so fast? Uh Okay, 3, 2. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay, we're good. Observe. Log. Nope. Log. Nope. Okay. EVA the scientist. Take an EVA. Take a surface sample. Take a anyway, also switch. I just realized I had RCS that entire time. Are you kidding me? There's no. It doesn't matter because there's nothing on it to actually use the art. There's no monopropellant. That's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't matter. need to actually get onto this somehow. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. Ooh, I can just climb the monopropellant thrusters. That works, I guess. Okay. Standing on expensive scientific equipment. And then seat. Okay, there we go. View data. +5. Okay. Recover. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why do I only have 47 science? What? What? Are you kidding me? I don't really understand how this works, does it? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. Sadly. So, I'm going to save this real quick. See you next stream. That could be tomorrow, could be anytime, honestly. It literally could be anything. So, please subscribe. Maybe like the stream if you enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Because, as much as I'd like to say, I don't understand why y'all people